Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Talking Watches with my best watch pal and co-host, Bud the Stud. What's up, Bud?
Not much. What's going on? You hear me okay still?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
Sorry we got a late start. I had a lot of video problems. Everything was like in slow motion, so I turned off my router and turned it on again. And had to do that a couple of times, actually. So I think we're okay.
Been a while since we done it, too. So
yeah. So
how's it going, Rizzo? Good. How you doing?
Who do we got? We got Bill Rizzo in the house. That's cool. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's been a long time since we've done one of these, so we don't have any regular scheduled broadcasts or anything anymore. And I think the last time I was on here, I was saying, man, the heyday of this was when, you and I doing this was when we had 150 people watching every time.
Yep.
And
it was a big...
it was back when I said it was back when you and I were doing shows like interviewing Blue Shirt Buddha, Victor. But that time right there, that like 6 month or 1 year gap when we had all that a lot of cool people on and stuff, we were really killing it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting people. Yeah,
sorry,
really was that.
Yeah, sorry it fell off. But we just got busy.
Well, I've had a lot of guys asking me about it. It's just, I think there's a lot of political stuff now in this world now too, so everybody's got channels that they're loyal to, and it's crazy anymore. So
I don't know. I'm only subscribed to a couple of people, and that's it, to be honest. Other channels, but I personally have dealing with my health issues to be able to do this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, and I've just been super busy the last year or so. I think our last show was in the spring, but a lot of changes since then. So
yeah,
a lot of things happening, a lot of new toys.
How do you like that? That's the one weird watch in the barrel, right? So do you find yourself wearing that one all the time?
I love it. Yeah,
left-hand drive or what?
Because of the left-handed drive, but even being left-handed, I will actually find myself setting this. I will set it upside down because they changed the drive, but it actually works upside down the same way as if a regular one. You know what I mean? So, and even being left-handed, it's weird to set it, the way that they got it. So, I love it. I wear it all the time. It's made for the left hand, but and it don't seem weird to me at all. But I know a lot of people have different opinions about it. So, but for me, it works out pretty good. And I like that I got the Jubilee. On the Pepsi, I didn't have a choice, and I got the Oyster, but I got the Jubilee on this, so it's just a little more comfortable.
Oh wait, it doesn't come with the Jubilee on there?
No, it's just like the Pepsi, where you can get a Jubilee variation or you could get a Oyster variation.
Got it.
And when they come into the AD, it's you either take it or you don't.
I like the one that you selected.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that. So it's.
I think it's better for a daily wear. They're both good for daily wear, but
yeah. And I can actually switch. I can switch this onto my Pepsi, so I can put this Jubilee on my Pepsi if I want.
Oh, that's great.
So it gives you you can vary. Yeah. You can switch.
Well, that's really.
That's switch the Jubilee onto the Pepsi as well.
On the Pepsi, you have a steel Pepsi.
Yeah, steel Pepsi. Yeah.
And
So
it
you
comes with
can.
a Oyster bracelet. Okay.
Yep, and you can interchange. You can interchange the two bracelets.
Now, does the
So
steel Pepsi? I think you get an option on that one as well, huh? You can choose which.
yep, you can
So
get
if
the
you were,
Jubilee.
so if you buy one of these if you're buying a pair of these watches, you should get one of the other.
Exactly. That way you can change if you want to. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's the
I
only thing
wouldn't.
from my
I
box is a Jubilee bracelet. It's one of the boxes I wish to check off. You know what I mean?
right. Right. Yeah. So it's so you ain't got nothing Jubilee, right?
No, nothing Jubilee.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, they're on these professional watches. They're just different. Just maybe a little bit more comfortable. But like you said, I wasn't going to turn down the Pepsi because it was on an oyster. So, and I wouldn't have turned this down if it was on an oyster as well. So I would have took it either way.
I mean, I'm regretting turning down some of the watches I didn't even want now.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like, I can't remember, what did they offer me? Didn't they offer me a 36 millimeter Tiffany?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a 36 or was it a 34? I think it was a 36, right, bud?
I'm pretty sure it was 36.
And I was just like, my wife was adamant. There's no way she'll ever want to wear it. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm not doing a 36 in a Tiffany. I mean, President, fine, but Tiffany, and I didn't think of flipping it, now
right.
it's worth the time, huh?
Well, no, and actually that's one of the watches that stayed pretty high up there. I think a 36 even still goes for double the retail value,
Yeah.
So it's that would have been a good watch to have, and they don't make it anymore. So 41 I think is still around 25 grand. So it's
for the Tiffany.
for the Tiffany. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they never got me that yellow OP that they tried.
Never did get you that, right? Yeah.
I mean, they did offer me a white gold Pepsi.
Yeah.
In all fairness, they offered me the white gold Pepsi. They offered me a 36 Tiffany, which I turned both of those down. And because I told them, hey, I'd rather take you up on a watch that I do want. I mean, and I told them, I said, I'm not here to flip the white gold Pepsi. I'm not here to flip the Tiffany. I'm here to get a Rolex I'm going to buy and keep in my box. And neither one of those you offered me are ones that I want to keep in my box. And he's like, understandable.
Yeah.
So I thought that would play in my favor, bud. You know what I mean? But
right.
And it probably would at some point, or in essence, but I suppose nothing's come my way. So, just the way it
is. This year, and I just wanted to say hi to some of the guys here real quick. Just seen Underachieving Watch Collector and Jab and Geezer and Lizard. Hey, guys.
Not yet. Still waiting for the call.
This year, I think I've gotten 3 watches, and that's so they're really holding them back big time. I find this year, this has been the slowest year I've found, and I don't know if that's them trying to get rid of flippers. Is it them trying to keep the demand up? I'm not really sure what the reason for that is, but they just haven't been calling near as much.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take it personal.
Well, I is there a little buzz going around that watches are showing up? But I don't think so, because I actually was just at the mall less than a week ago, and I walked by the Rolex AD and I didn't see anything there at all.
Yeah, some people.
I think I had a lot of stuff.
I mean, the guy in Dubai, he showed a video where there was a bunch of watches in the cases, but I mean, when I asked if those was actually for sale, I haven't gotten a reply yet. But I mean, Dubai, maybe some other countries, but I don't see America having anything, more full than any other time, you know.
Yeah.
So they do seem to have more exhibition models. That's about it, you know. But they all say exhibition, so you
What do you
can't
mean
buy any of them.
exhibition? Do you mean like?
So the cases actually do have watches in them now, but under every watch it just says for show only. You
Oh,
know, they're all just watches to
for
try on
displaces.
to look. Yeah, so they're, and supposedly they don't have any anything on the inside.
I
They're
don't.
just
You know
hollow.
what's funny is I don't think the AD that is in the mall that I go to, the one that I'm referencing. I don't think they ever have those exhibition watches. I don't
Yeah,
recall ever seeing. I just always see empty shelves there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's funny. How can you tell them apart, or it's only a sign that distinguishes an exhibition watch from a real watch?
When I go in there, I usually go in there just to talk to my salesperson and stuff. So I haven't actually even asked to see anything that's been in the case. So, but no, they. So during the VIP event, I did look at a bunch of them, and I couldn't tell any difference. I mean, the weight, but
Okay, so tell me if I'm wrong. Like, so typically, like when I walked by, I saw a couple of presidents in there. Is
mm-hmm,
that ladies' watches and a couple of presidents and
mm-hmm.
maybe a couple of date justs? But I didn't walk in, and I think that's what I saw when I
Those
when I walked by.
exhibition watches. I think so. Yeah, I think so. They've been wanting to do that. From what I heard, from what my AD told me, is they want them to keep them in the case so that people have something to see, and they're just not walking into the empty cases. But you still can't buy them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Gotcha. I
and
gotcha.
just even talking to my AD's connected to the Omega, and when you walk into the Omega, when I talk to the person in there that I deal with, they haven't seen one Aquaterra this year. You know, the new Aquaterras they brought out last year, the colored ones.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
haven't gotten they haven't got one of them as far as I know at the Omega
That's
here.
funny. So
So,
my son and I did a little walk through the Omega boutique last week,
hmm
and I don't recall. Those are pretty bright watches, the ones you're speaking of,
hmm
right? So
right.
yeah, I don't recall any of those catching my eye. I saw the
You
same plain old Jane
right,
watches
right.
at Omega.
Same thing. I did get the green Seamaster that came in, and I got the call for that. But that's the only new watch this year that I've from Omega that I've seen. So
Which one
they
again?
seem to
The green.
the green Seamaster. You know how I had the black and the white one,
Okay.
and so they had a full green version of that, kind of looks like the Omega Hulk, but it's a
Okay.
green like this shirt. It's not a bright green like the Hulk. You know, they should have made it a little more brighter in my opinion, but sometimes it looks black, sometimes, but mostly it's a dark green. You know.
I gotta say though, the difference between walking into an Omega boutique and a Rolex boutique, besides the fact that one of them is full of watches and one is not, let's assume they're both full of watches that we want. But the big
Right.
difference in what's interesting is that when you go to a Rolex boutique, you know what's in there, you know what you're looking for,
Right.
you know what you're considering, what you would want. When you walk into the Omega boutique, um, you really don't know what's in there. You don't really know what the hell
No,
they're
you.
making, and it's everything's so interesting and
It
odd,
is. It's
isn't it?
fun to. Yeah, it is. It's
Right.
fun to
It's more
actually
fun, isn't
walk
it?
around. Yeah, to look around and see what they got, and they do got some very nice watches. I mean, right now, actually, I
They're
just
all
got
nice.
call. I got a call from them today. They have the Speedmaster 57. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Um, and the Speedmaster 57, they had a green one today. So they got them in green and they got them in blue, and then they got like a cranberry color.
Okay. I didn't know
And
that.
she showed me the green, and I asked her for the cranberry because I got the green Speedmaster. So I actually am more interested in the cranberry color Speedmaster 57, which she didn't have. So I'd like to see one of them. Like you said, all them colors that came out last year in Omega, they're just not really They're not really coming out
Oh,
yet. So
it sounds like they're making a lot of variants of different things. So, huh?
they are. Yep. You go on the Omega site, and it'll take you a while to go through it. So your best just to go into a boutique and see what you can find. So, but it's definitely funner to go and sorry, let me just check here. It's definitely funner to go and check them out. So, but yeah, Rolex has been just very quiet this year, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some bigger guys, but I think they get their choice, but that's a whole other level above me there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything from Rolex, from the Rolex family that I really need or would want to pick up or add to my collection. Do you have anything that catches your eye from Rolex at all right now?
I like the yellow Oyster Flex, the yellow Oyster Flex Yachtmaster. I
Yellow
haven't.
Oyster Flex, yellow gold, Oyster Flex,
Yes.
Yachtmaster, solid yellow gold. I got you.
But here's the thing: when you go in and you sit down with your AD, so like he was showing me the white gold Yachtmaster and the new one, the Eagle Eye.
That Eagle Eye. I was just about to say I didn't want to cut you off. That's the one that I would put in my box if I was going to pick anything.
Well, the one that he actually had for me to see, they're like meteorite dials. None of them's the same.
Right.
So the one that he had for me to see, I could barely see the Eagle's Eye. So I told him, I said, if I got one, I'd want to be able to, I'd want one that I could see. And so this one wouldn't do it for me. And for some reason, I think that has stuck in his head because he has not called me about any Oyster Flex Yachtmasters this
You know what, though?
So.
That's a fair desire, though, to want to have a more profound marbling, more profound marbling.
It's a special watch. Yeah. So, I mean, if you got a meteorite dial and it just looked more silver, you'd want to see more of a variant in there, So, yeah, I think them special dials, you want to see, the difference in them. So, but it's, like I said, I think Christmas, I think there'll be some calls. Now, I did wind up getting an AP 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
It's the least sought after color, so I'm sure you could probably guess. It's not the gray, and but it's the white or the silver, whatever they call it.
I'm that might be true, but I love that color. But I love that color. I wish I could go back in time and have bought, the 15202.
Yep.
Right. For 17.5, right? 17.8.
Right.
17,800. Shoot me now. Just take me back in time, Jeez Louise.
Oh yeah. Everything from February is just totally different. I mean, there's no longer, the hundreds of thousands for things like that is now gone. That's all, that's all fallen like a rock. So and the Daytona, the Daytona went from 50,000 to 25. So they cut that in half now. So.
Did it really? I was going to ask you coming up here soon. So where we're at right now, huh?
I think the white's at like 30 and the black's at 25. So it's a good time if you want some watches. There's like the Kermit is now around 15 grand. So you're only paying and Rolex went up in price. So I think the Kermit's now closer to 11. And if you buy it secondhand at 15, you're really not paying that much, So a lot of these sports watches you can get definitely, and regular Submariner, the subs, non-subs, they're a good price secondhand.
I was gonna try to call up the internet Rolex site, but as you could see, the feed's choppy, right?
Yeah. Well, you look fine to me, but.
It was getting choppy because I was trying to call up the Rolex site. So I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to. The way they got it set up now, I have to press a couple of buttons to see the guys. Hey, Thomas Burnett. Hey, Clam.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Hugo.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day. I hope everybody had a good Turkey Day and a Christmas.
Nice to see the old names and stuff, you know. There's some names on here I ain't seen in a while.
Let's get ready for Christmas.
When I
You still there? Oh, see the connection's going bad. Oh man.
There we go. We're back.
Let's see what happens. Let me try turning off my cam. That might help the feed. This is the problem we were having.
Hope Lucian's doing good.
There you go. You're back. I lost you for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we totally, I think, shut off the screen, both of us.
I turned off my video because I think it's on my end here as far as a streaming bandwidth problem or something's going on. So I'll just stay like this. It might help.
Oh, okay. Got a couple of questions here. What about your
Journe? How you doing?
What's going on with the Journe?
You know, I'm just waiting for it, and
you've got that paid for, right?
No, not the Journe.
No. Okay. You've got a big chunk of money on something.
I've got the Snoopy paid in full.
Snoopy, okay, yeah, that's right.
The Omega Snoopy's paid in full, and I'm still waiting for that. But ordinarily, you would need to leave a deposit on a Journe, but because I have an application in for the Chronometra Blue already, then they didn't demand a deposit on the Havana from.
Yeah, that's good. Now I think, yeah, definitely you would have to. Journe has blown up since then. So, yeah, hey, Thomas, good to see you. It's been a while. So, Rich and I was texting, and we know it's been like 6 months. So we're happy to be back. We've just been trying to get the time to meet up and stuff, you know.
You know what? I would bring that up. Ugo, but I don't have the internet connection. Seems really weak. I already tried to pull up the Rolex site, and it wouldn't let me do it. Otherwise, I'd be all over pulling that up and taking a look at it.
I've seen it. That's a really nice watch.
It sounds like a nice watch.
Yeah. But there's some watches like I don't know what the Blancpain's doing, but like the Journes have not lost that much money, you know. But yeah, there's other. I mean, I'm seeing. Well, you remember my 5167A, right? The 5167 rose gold and white gold now are under 100,000. They're actually under like 80.
Okay, the Aquanaut.
Yeah, the Aquanaut's really crashed. AP's crashed a little bit. Actually, AP's crashed a lot. You know my blue Chrono, the 26331 ST.
Yes, the blue one.
That was actually at $100,000 back in February, and now that's down to below 50.
Wow.
Yep.
So the luxury market in general just got hit.
It just got hit, and I don't know if it's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna come back or.
Well, man, we called the top on it here. That April, was it of last year? Remember?
Yeah.
Was it last year or this year? We called that April as the top, and it indeed was the top. It went down ever since. I can't remember now. Was it this past April or the April before?
Yeah, no, it was just this April. I mean, things changed almost overnight. I mean,
it was this past April, wasn't it?
Yep. So
Daytonas were 45, 50 grand this past February, March, was it not?
Daytonas are still doing. Daytonas are still doing good. You know, and no matter what Daytona you got, it's still doing pretty good. The biggest loss was the ceramic Daytonas.
You know what's cool is that, I mean, every Rolex that we probably own, at least that I own, is a discontinued watch anyway.
Right.
So that helps anyway, you know, to keep something. I mean, isn't every single, besides the one you're wearing on your wrist right now? Okay, you know what? You've got a lot of the new ones actually. But and I want continued watches too. Your Batman, your Hulk, a lot of your watches. You have most of the ones I do.
Yeah, right. I still got all them same ones, and I was gonna wear so the AP gets sent to me, so I got to take it down and get it fit, and it's got to go to a special jeweler to fit it. So I just haven't had a chance to get it fit, but I'm looking forward to wearing that one. So next time, maybe if we do another show, I'll have the white AP on, but. Yeah, I'm in a WhatsApp group, and people still seem to be more Rolex interested than AP. So there's a few guys sprinkled in and out, but Rolex definitely rules the. Still have the green Daytona, and those are watches that I don't get rid of, guys. So.
Which ones?
When the green Daytona, the ones that I don't think that I'm ever going to get back. I mean, I if I do get rid of them, I usually give them to family members. So,
I've never sold a watch. I've sold one watch ever, just my Daytona to a viewer, right?
Right.
That's the only watch I ever sold. I never sold any other watch.
Yeah,
I don't sell.
That's probably good. You should probably stop into the stores that you bought them off of and show them that. Because I think one of the biggest things they've been trying to do this year is just get rid of the flippers.
Well, seeing that the prices have come down as much as you say they've come down, right?
Right.
I'm guessing it's gonna reflect in the stores, and there's gonna be stock at one point. Don't you agree?
Yes, there's gonna be stock at one point. Yeah.
Hey, we got the Rancher. How's it going, buddy?
Good. What are we talking about?
Hey, Rancher.
What were we talking about? We were just talking about
the market and the things that have changed just in the last 6 months since we did a show.
Yeah.
Are we talking about how older guys like jockey cap? Because I'm looking and saying that jockey cap looks pretty damn nice. Yeah.
Check it out.
Bud only has nice things.
I think this is actually.
If Bud's sporting it, then you know it's nice.
I think this actually is pretty cheap, but yeah, that's nice. I like this hat. But
nice.
I think it's a fossil, believe it or not. I think I found it in a store walking through, and I just grabbed it.
Now the Rancher's done something interesting. As of late, he's had a custom watch made for him. Did you know that, Bud?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, can you share it with us, or you can't go on video, Rancher? Is that it?
That's it.
So he had he was in a part of a watch group with Bill, and they made a dozen of these.
No, we made about 70.
Carl Vutenlanen, is that who did it?
Well, no. Who's got the? I'd just like to say, I consider myself.
You're not echoing here.
The luckiest man.
There's no echo here.
Echoing like a son of a bitch here.
I don't hear you echoing here. You're okay.
Okay.
Hello? No, Bud disappeared.
Hello, Bud. I'm still hearing the echo. Hold on. Man, this stinks.
You sabotaged the stream.
Yeah, me too.
Are you a Cuban rebel associated with Oswald?
I actually went to Oswald's grave, actually.
I was right.
What?
You are.
You have to look for it. And it's one of those things you're not. Oh, wait, let me turn down my volume. See if it helps.
Let me text Bud and make sure he knows he's not on.
Hello?
Yeah, you sound fine. You didn't change. But anyway, well, that sucks. You were just about to tell him about your new watch. Let's see if he gets back on here. I don't know what the hell we were talking about, Rancher, but we were actually having
Rolex.
It did have to be Rolex.
Always about Rolex.
It was pretty good watch talk. I think we were actually talking about AP right now.
And Clam, Clam Walker. Hey, Clam, how's it going?
He was telling us about his.
Jeff says he is there. William says he hears echo. Okay, I'm gonna drop off and see if that does anything. Okay.
Well, we started off having a good watch talk stream, and then it was getting better when the Rancher joined, and then we lost Bud, and then we got echo. The hell? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. We'll give them a minute. I got nothing else going on right now. Let's see if they can come back on. If not, we'll try again another day. What are you guys wearing in the chat? Watch check. I got my bluesy on. I got my good old bluesy on. Two-tone bluesy with the strap. Oh, there's Rancher in the back. Oh, I didn't know you were back there.
Yes. Hello?
Yeah. You sound okay to me. I don't know.
Oh, no, everyone's saying in the chat you've got the echo, Rancher.
And Bud's coming back. He's getting another set of headphones, so we know Bud's going to come back.
Let me turn on my microphone.
Yeah, you're the pro at this, so I'm not going to try to give you any suggestions. I wouldn't know what to do.
Sound.
Other than to check your audio settings on StreamYard from the bottom gearbox down there, the bottom screen.
Having issues?
Yeah, I don't know why Bud is getting new headphones. Something happened with him.
Oh. Oh, that's a pity. I like Bud. Bud is just an all-around good guy. Come on.
Okay, well, are you still echoing? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
I truly have no echo on my end here. But then again, I ruptured one eardrum 3 weeks ago, so maybe
that's not good.
Won't hear an echo anyway from your end.
I'm actually trying this nootropic called Moon Brew, and it's supposedly a bunch of good shit, like nootropics to help you sleep. So I tried it. Of course, I was tired last night, but I drank it last night, and I really had a good night's sleep. So I'm kind of hoping it's going to be the same.
Detroit, what's up, Detroit? What's up, Clam Walker?
See, echo.
Is that Clam Walker? Must be.
Hello?
Queued up his Casio. That must be Clam Walker.
Oh. Okay, I don't hear an echo now. Cool.
Oh, you fixed it? Okay. Well, you know what? Instead of don't tell us the details about your watch until Bud comes back, please, so you could explain to him. But how have you been enjoying your watch? How about let's go with that because we can see it. So
well, I haven't got it yet.
Oh, you're kidding?
No. Switzer. Okay. We're basically having a custom-made watch and a custom-made dial, a custom-made movement, and sometimes it just takes a little bit to get everything lined up. So there's like basically the middle band around it had to be stretched a little bit by But yeah, they should be getting out the last batch of cases out to Aganor by tomorrow, and then Aganor will start doing the
by tomorrow.
Yeah,
hey, yeah. This kind of starts to sound like a crypto scheme.
Well, okay. Well, tell me how it went when you got with like 3 or 4 of the world's best watchmakers and put something together. So, what was your experience? Because I have no other experience to go off of. It's one of those ones we're asking very nicely, very politely. It's like we would appreciate it very much if you could, because for them, one of them to throw up their hands and say "fuck you guys," that would not be good.
Oh, how much have you paid up front on this watch?
Oh, holy fucking shit, Rich! God damn it! God damn it! Never mind. Just fuck. Just
Did he really leave? Did he really go? What the fuck? I thought that was pretty funny, man. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, well, we'll hang out and we'll wait for Bud to stud, all right? We'll wait for Bud to stud now. Oh, man. What have you guys picked up any watches as of late? Anybody? Oh, Detroit Spartan. What you picked up, man? Let's start with you. Yeah, we're gonna start with Detroit. Detroit, what you got in the house, man? What have you if you haven't picked up anything new, what's your most favorite watch that you've been sporting? Let's say that. So either what have you picked up new, or what is your favorite watch that you're sporting right now? For me, I've been wearing 2. I've been switching between the blue two-tone bluesy and the Daytona. What about you, Detroit? And then Bill says the Datejust. Oh, you guys got the Datejust. I think I remember. I think I might. I don't know if I saw a post of that or not, but that's cool. Right on. That sounds like fun. The Datejust. Yeah, I know you're always picking up stuff. Oh, the Doxa Army. That actually sounds pretty cool. I think, did you post that on Instagram? Here's Bud. Now he's trying to connect, I think. There he is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, my headphones died there, so I had to get some other ones.
Okay, no problem. Man, Clive got all upset.
Why?
I was teasing him about his watch because I asked him how he was enjoying it, the new watch, and he said he hadn't gotten it yet. And then he said they were waiting for a part that's coming in tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow? Really? It just so happens to be tomorrow?
Is this with what bill is what bill is this with? Is this with Bill the
man, he's gonna get his watch. I'm just playing with him, I'm just teasing.
But I mean, is it with Bill, the guy that's got the channel, or what bill is this?
Yeah, they put together they did a custom dealio.
Okay.
With I thought it was Carl Voutilanen, but I might be mistaken.
There you go. And they was like 1 of 12.
No, I think, didn't he just correct me and he said 70?
Oh, was
70 watches. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice. But I thought he had it already.
No.
So I told him, I said, this sounds kind of like the cryptocurrency scheme. And he lost it. And he left.
Well, Clive's always been kind of secretive about his watches anyway, so you never know what he's got. So I know he's got a good collection. But yeah, so I don't know. It's crazy. But let's see here. Just looking back. Hey, John Gallup.
Well,
he got it
on. So if he wanted it, I wanted him to explain the watch to us, and we were waiting for you to come back on. So I guess.
Yeah, Clive, come back if you
come back on, Clive.
So John Gallup got one of them date just 41 mint green fluted. That's a really good pickup there.
Oh yeah, I was asking everybody what they picked up. So let's see. Date just 41. Oh, that sounds sweet.
Nice.
That does sound sweet.
Thomas Burnett's got a 1959 Pakistan Air Force Omega Seamaster. Wow.
That was kind of funny, huh, Detroit? Yeah, congratulations, Sean. That's sweet, man.
Oh, Detroit Spartans on now? Hey, Detroit, how's it going?
Thomas Burnett picked up a vintage 59 Pakistan Air Force issued Omega Seamaster / Ranchero 35.5 millimeter piece of a Railmaster 56. Man, that sounds pretty interesting, actually, doesn't it? Sounds hella interesting.
Yes, yeah, especially with looking at the new 57s. Be interested to see. So, what you got going on, Detroit Spartan? I know you've got something new. There's definitely something coming out of that. Out of Detroit. Wearing the Olive Day date, yeah. Remember that when we made fun of him for getting the Olive Day date? He paid full sticker and tax and something like that. And those are still, like 10 grand over. So there's still some watches that are doing pretty well.
Where's my share screen here? Oh, they changed it to something else. Let me see if this is this the watch here that you're talking about, Thomas? I think my internet's working a little better now. Is that what you picked up? Something like this?
That's coming through, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this would be what he is referencing. Yeah, I like these kind of style Omegas here.
I mean, Omega is a lot of fun, and the only thing I don't like is recently they've really went up in value. It's a nice watch, but the ADs have really spiked the prices off of them, so it's they're going to be hard to compete with Tudor. But they're trying to compete with Rolex is the deal, So, but they do make a good watch, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, AP, I had to buy. Well, I won't get into it, but I had to do a lot to get the white 50th anniversary, and I was glad to get it at the end. But
oh man, what the heck does that look like? What is it exactly? Is it a chronograph watch?
No, it's just the 15500, which I believe what they done was put a 15150 in front of it. So it's just it's basically the exact same watch. I think they moved the automatic or got rid of the automatic, but it's a nice looking watch. It's beautiful, and on the back of the stainless steel watches, they always had gold rotors. Rose gold rotors. Well, now they have white gold rotors, so you can actually not really see the rotor as good on the back, but it's got a 50 on the rotor, which I like. Like a big 50. The rotor is a 50. So it's pretty fun.
Well, so the rotor is a 5.0. Oh, that's cool.
Right, the whole rotor's a 5.0. So, which
I was going to ask you, does it say anything? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you remember, like 2 years ago, I thought I was going to be able to get you one and me one, and Victor even offered. If you remember, Victor offered us one at retail. So one of us should have jumped on the one that Victor had as well.
Man, we should have both flew up there, hung out with him for a couple of days, got watches, partied a little bit, and come back home. That would have been a good time for all of us. And we would have all gotten watches, probably including him too,
Yep. Yeah. So, he had the white with the blue rings. And, so he had a neat watch there. And he gave Rich and I the first shot at it. And I had a guy the other day, a friend, that gave me a shot at the new black 50th anniversary. And he would have wound up being about 10 grand over, but that was still pretty reasonable. So, but I had too much going on, so I had to pass on. I had just bought the white one, so I couldn't do it. But, so it's, there you go. Detroit's got an appointment with AP in 2 weeks. So get yourself a 50. Detroit, they won't, once they're gone, they're going to be gone. I think they'll be special. So, but right now you can actually buy the 41 millimeter, the old, like the 2020, 2021. You can buy a gray dial like you like for like 35, Rich.
35. Instead, those are 28 MSRP.
They're gone to about 29 something now. They went up a little bit.
So that's about break even with tax and all. It comes out even then, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's about $5,000 up, but that's not bad. So it might be worth looking into.
I mean, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy with my watch collection as it is.
Yeah.
I don't.
And you're pretty happy. You've been pretty happy for a while.
I've been pretty happy. I went on a watch buying spree. When the first couple of years I made the channel, I bought like 6 in a year. Bumped up my collection and man, I mean, I'm pretty happy. And the ones that I'm on list for, whenever they come, and when they come, each one's gonna satisfy me quite the hell a bit. I don't really need anything else. So I know you got more of a watch bug than me, that's for damn sure, and most of all of you too. But I'm kind of happy,
Yeah. Well,
I haven't sold anything, so maybe that's why good. Too.
Right.
I did everything I've wanted in my journey so far.
Victor's doing good, Thomas. He's I've texted him a couple of times. He's still there where he's at, and he's doing well. So he's times I've talked to him, he seems like he's happy. So I think he's on Instagram, so he does little videos on Instagram too with his dog and stuff. So it seems like he's doing pretty good.
He posts like once a year.
Yeah, it's not very often, but I think the last time I had seen him was Mother's Day. But yeah, he's a good guy. So and then Crappy's back. Did you know that? Crappy's kind of back out of nowhere.
No, I was entertained for his channel for a few days here and there. I was going in and saying hello and this and that, but man, I tuned out of that a while ago.
Yeah, I don't blame it. There's just so many you can follow. There's just so many things you can follow.
As far as the people that we have in common, I think the only person I'm subscribed to is Watchbox and Mark Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two things I get alerts for. I mean, I'm subscribed to CRM. Is that what he is? Eric, right?
Yeah.
Eric.
Well, no. Well, Eric is on his own. So you got to go to Eric. Watch Eric to get his own personal stuff.
Oh, so am I not
You're at the wrong. Yeah, you're on the wrong deal.
So I'm not getting any alerts because he posts a lot of stuff, or he doesn't.
Yeah, you got to Google Watch Eric. He posts about once a week.
Maybe I'll look for him then, because he was the only other one that I liked. I just thought he wasn't posting.
CRM is fun too. It's a family deal, and they're down in Miami, so they get a lot of nice pieces. So it's got a lot of eye candy and stuff.
The only other guy I'm subscribed to is John from Collectability, the Patek guy.
There's a couple of overseas guys that I watch, like Watch Traders. And they're just guys that buy and sell every day and stuff, and they're just interesting just because they have nice pieces on their shows. So, who I haven't seen lately, and maybe but there was a guy who had an incredible. You remember that guy who had a really nice collection, and he didn't show his face, but he showed. Any of you guys know which guy I'm talking about? He had a really, really nice collection. He only liked steel watches, and he seemed to be able to get them at will. And I haven't seen him in a long time. So there was that guy. So there's a couple guys that I watch, but
sounds familiar. London watch collector.
Yes, the London watch collector. That's right.
That guy's pretty bad, man. But you're right. I haven't seen. I'm pretty sure I'm still subscribed to him. He hasn't posted in over a year or something, right? Am I right?
Yeah. He gave his 15202 away to a friend, and that's right, Detroit. Is he still going, Detroit? Do you know anything about him?
I liked him because all his videos were in 4K. He was the first one to do all the 4K.
Yeah, he's a good. He was a good collector. He was fun to watch, and then I like the younger guy who I don't know who he is, but he flies around and buys watches. He's right out of what's that big real nice city with all the nice cars over there?
Beverly Hills?
No, I'm talking about him over Abu Dhabi.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a young guy in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, so Detroit's saying that it's been months since the London Watch Collector has put anything up, but anyway, there was a younger guy in Abu Dhabi, and he would post watches, and I mean he wasn't like a big baller or anything, but him and his friends had a little watch group, and they all would go in and buy stuff. Hey Neo, how you doing? You kind of got me going on earlier, so it's kind of thanks to you that I reached out to Rich and we got this going.
What's going on?
Yeah, Neo was telling me about it earlier, so he was asking where we've been, so that's what made me think to give you a call.
Cool.
It's nice. We got to do it again and look up some more watches and stuff, because there's some pretty cool stuff out there. And I'll bring my box, but I with it being the holidays, I left most of my stuff in the bank, and so I really don't. I only got the white 15. What was it? The 15150, I think.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's not fitted, so it's just hanging from my. And until you get these things fitted, it just doesn't sit right. So.
Yeah.
But and you just can't enjoy it. So I don't know.
Oh, I like that one. It looks good on you, man.
Yeah. So this is this is super comfortable.
Do you think they're gonna go with any more left?
No, I think this is it. I think it's a one-time deal, and although they tell me that the 39 Pelagos, which I think is left-handed drive, they tell me that's the most popular Tudor. So I don't know. It's definitely I think it's a one-off.
I hope they do another one for you guys. You know, my two boys are left-handed as well, so yeah. I hope they do another one for you guys.
Which one thing we got to talk about real quick is the worst looking watch that I've seen Rolex come out with ever. Have you seen this new Deep Sea Challenge?
No, I heard about it, but it's like it's a lot different.
It's 55 millimeter. It looks like the Deep Sea and the Red Sea Dweller got together and had a shack like baby, because this thing is it's giant. I've never seen a wrist that it actually isn't 4 times too big on. It's and I don't see why it would be.
Is this on the Rolex website?
Yeah, it's a watch you can go in and try on at Rolex right now. One of the guys is saying pull it up, but I think our connection's too bad for him to pull it up. And yeah, it's 26,000. It's a titanium watch. It's 26,000, and it's I'm gonna guess it's in the deep sea area if you're looking on your phone, but it's a monstrous, ridiculous watch. It's like a desk clock.
The new sea.
So you know how? Yeah, the new deep sea. It's called the Deep Sea Challenge.
Trying to pull it up.
I mean, I've seen Invictas that look, gold-plated Invictas that look better than this thing. And actually, my AD called the other day and he said, "We got this watch in. You want to come in and try it on?" I said, "No." I said, "I've got pretty small wrists." I said, "That's not something I don't want that watch." Like you said, you buy everything and they just wonder. So a watch that they know doesn't fit me, why would I bother it? Why would I wear it? I'm going to say that's it in the second to the to the left.
Wow. Is that really how big it is proportionately to the others beside it?
Yes, that is 100%. I mean, it's not terrible looking if they shrunk it down, but it's a huge bitch.
50 millimeter. Huh.
And even though it's titanium, I've got people telling me that it still weighs a lot.
Sure.
So Detroit Spartan tried his on at his AD. He said it was ridiculous. So
ridiculous, huh?
Yeah, everybody's just saying it's terrible. And actually, before that, they was talking about my watch here not being great. And before that, people was upset about the two-tone Explorer, which I didn't think was bad. The 36 millimeter two-tone Explorer, I thought that was a good-looking watch, especially if you wanted to get your wife, a watch to match. And you had the steel.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be closer to what actually went down to the deep seas with Cameron.
Well, I mean, this is a genuine tool watch, I guess.
A genuine,
right?
Something you could ride down to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's titanium, wears like a 36, William Rizzo saying. So, I don't know. Hey, Dan Racky. It dwarfs the Sea Dweller 43. Well, the Sea Dweller 43 fits nicely on me because it's got that extension. But even the blue Deep Sea is too big for me. I don't like the way it fits.
I'm not sure how the stream is working for everybody, but it's really all jittery for me on my end. So when I'm using,
I think everybody else, it's looking fine. Pretty good. I think I haven't had any jitteriness.
But well, that's an interesting watch. I mean, who the hell's going to buy that?
I'm guessing just guys collectors that think that it's going to, be a one-off deal, but I don't want it. So.
I can see someone who would really be in the market for it. Let's say you're just a really big person, like
right.
like a big basketball player,
Right.
7'5", and nothing's ever made big enough for you. You're gonna jump on this, right?
Yeah, I could see that, and I can see guys who don't wear their watches just get it just to have it. But I wear all my watches, so for me, it's a waste of money. So I like to look.
If you're a really big dude, all the other Rolexes, I mean, imagine they probably feel like little kids bracelets on your hands. There's big people out there, right?
Yeah, there's big guys. So.
I could see somebody who wants the weight of the watch and the size of the watch just to match their own body size. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of, scuba guys that have sponsors and stuff that are, into that type of stuff. So, yeah, I'm sure that sport has some people that would be interested in. So
maybe those free divers, those guys that go down those, climb down with one breath.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Which, man, I'll tell you what, too. I watched a movie the other day about a free climber that I got to tell you the name of this movie. This kid was climbing every mountain in the world. And he was doing it for free, just for fun, no rope, no safety gear. And it's a documentary.
Yeah.
And The Alpinist, it's called The Alpinist. And you got to watch that movie. It's a
movie.
It's a documentary. And the guy is very eccentric, very good at what he does. And, a fluke thing happens in the end. He didn't, it wasn't something that was his fault or anything, but it's definitely something you got to watch.
That's cool. I have to remember that.
Definitely worth watching. It's out on the regular HBO and stuff now. Well, nice. I'm on Netflix. There's so many friggin' TV, options nowadays. It's hard to keep up with them, but yeah, it's a good one.
We've been going to so many movies. When you have young kids, you're a movie addict, Yeah. And we just went to a movie theater that has sound effect motion seats, and the seats, each individual seat actually tilts up and moves and circles around and vibrates. It's crazy that through the whole movie, it was like being on one of those Disneyland special effects rides. It was pretty cool. We saw that Strange World Disney movie that just came out. So that was pretty cool. But technology, man.
Technology is creeping up, and these watches are getting some of it too. So, but there's a few watches on my list. Like I said, there's a Datejust, that green Datejust, and the Yachtmaster. I still don't have a Daytona in Oyster Flex.
I'd love to have that Eagle.
I would like to get into the.
What's it called again? The Eagle, that Eagle dial. I forgot what it was called. That Yachtmaster with that special dial. Oh crap! Hey, what's up, Ray?
There.
Long time no see, Ray. I love that Eagle dial.
Hey, Ray.
Maybe if I stop the screen, he'll come back on. See? Maybe if I stop my camera. You see, you came back on because I stopped screen sharing and I stopped my camera. So you're okay now.
I could hear you that whole time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
It's called Eagle Eye.
Yep.
That would be the only thing I'd have my eye on, is that one, if I was interested in a watch. That's the one that caught my eye for sure.
Yeah. Well, the one that I was shown, you really had to, angle it from different lights to even see it. So
yeah.
I still really couldn't see it. So
no, I'm with you on that. I would have passed it up
yeah.
too. You know how disappointing it can be when you're picking out a meteorite watch and you don't see the meteorite in it. I mean,
right?
Why pay the premium for that?
Right, exactly. So
right.
Yeah,
we're buying these because we like what they look like. They have to be what you want.
Right.
But
yeah, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of them bigger watches come around for sale, especially in January. I think a lot of the big guys have been hit hard, and their 401ks, things like that, have all been hit. So I do think we're going to. Oh, Raven's Eye. That's right. Detroit Spartan just said it's the Raven's Eye.
Raven's Eye, is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah, the Raven's Eye. Which one do you prefer the most? Thomas wants to know, the Snoopy or the Havana.
Gosh, that'd be a tough one, to be honest. I'm more excited to get the Havana. I know what an Omega feels like. I've had an Omega. But don't get me wrong, that Snoopy is going to be special. And I have those special bands, which are up on the screen right now as our background. The Snoopy bands that I bought for that watch that have been sitting here for a while now. So I'm pretty excited to get them both. But the Havana, you're right, Thomas. The Havana is the one I'm kind of. I want to see that on my wrist. I can't wait to wear that. So
I'm just showing you on my watch here, which is like a month old. They're really missing stickers this year. The couple of watches that I've gotten have had stickers, not stickers all the way around, but they're really missing the smaller stickers here and there.
You mean they're not putting them on?
Not taking them off.
Oh, they're not taking them off?
Yeah, they're forgetting it. They're so good anymore, and they're so tight that they're forgetting.
They're not seeing them
off.
Yeah,
they're not seeing them. Yeah,
I hear you.
So that's and then I actually put on some aftermarket stickers on my wife's watch, and they work all right. But
to help protect it.
Yeah, to help protect it, because she wears a bracelet, a diamond bracelet with it, so it scratches it.
Right.
And I waited too long because it was already scratched, but I figured I'd put it on there to stop any further. But it's very tedious, and it's very hard to get them in the right spots. So
yeah,
I think it's better. I think you can get them professionally done for like $400, and if you've got a nice watch that you want to keep good, I think it's worth every penny. But anyway, yeah.
I think I kind of got to wrap it up, but I kind of have to watch the 4-year-old here.
Okay.
4-year-old got a full. I don't remember how old he is now.
Yeah, it gets like that. Spartan got a full gold root beer. Congratulations! I still, it's one of my favorite watches. So yeah, that's a beauty of, and I think that's not going to be around for too long either. So
I love those root beers. Those look great.
Yeah,
I wasn't so fond of them at first, but when I see you guys posting those pics of those things, how can you not love them? Yeah. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, and they're a man's watch. Yeah.
For sure.
But all right, well, Jeb, Detroit, William, all you guys, Mason, Thomas Burnett, it's really good to see all you guys.
Yeah, it was nice hanging out with everybody and you, Bud. It's been so long.
Clam.
So.
Yep, Mason. It's really good talking to everybody, and we'll do it again soon. It's winter time, so I'm a little bit slower. So hopefully,
you hit me up. I'm kind of captive, and I'll let you know if I can do it. If I'm not feeling good, I'm going to tell you I'm not. He's hit me up a couple of times, and I told him I can't do it. So we did it tonight.
Yes, good deal. So, and Neo was the one that was kind of pushing me, so I'm glad
cool.
he did.
Right on, Neo.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Be healthy. All right.
Everybody be good.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Peace.
Bye.